Hello dear students, this is Madhurima Miss. In my today's video, I am going to continue with the explanation that I had already started explaining in my previous videos, and the name of the chapter is The Homecoming, written by Rabindranath Tagore. This is included in the syllabus of class 9 belonging to ICSE board, and the book that I am using over here, the name of the book is Treasure Chest. Now as far as I have discussed till page number 98, we had already come to know that what is the a trauma of an adolescent boy or a girl, and in this case a boy, because Fatik Chakraborty in his adolescent period he left his home with his maternal uncle, and now he is in Calcutta, and he is definitely not loved by his aunt, the wife of Mr. Bishambar. Okay, and this is how his life is going on in Calcutta. So that same Fatik who was excited, who was eager, who kept on asking to his maternal uncle when we will start our journey, when are we going to Calcutta, that same Fatik is now in a distressed condition as he is not accepted by his aunt, the wife of Mr. Bishambar. And let us see from there on. And the page that I'll be discussing here is page number 99, and if you have already watched my previous videos belonging to other chapters, you will know that I discuss each video page wise and definitely line by line. So in today's video, I'll be discussing page number 99 from Treasure Chest, and the name of the short story, as I have already mentioned, is The Homecoming by Rabindranath Tagore. So for a boy of 14, his own home is the only paradise. To live in a strange house with strange people is little short of torture. Why is it being told that he is living with strangers? First of all, it is being said that for a boy who is in his adolescent period, who is 14 years old, for that boy, the home is the paradise. From home, he gets all the mental comfort that he is supposed to get. Maybe his friends are not accepting him, so who is the person to support him? Definitely parents, definitely people with whom you are living. But in case of Fatik, he is living with strangers. So the home that was supposed to be his only paradise is not at all his paradise. Why? Because he is living with strangers. Who are the strangers? Definitely Mr. Bishambar and his wife and their 3 boys. How they are stranger to Fatik? Mr. Bishambar is his maternal uncle. Then how is he becoming a stranger in his life? Definitely because he never met his maternal uncle till he was 14. So that is the first time when he met Mr. Bishambar, and that on the river bank, and that time also he didn't know that they are somehow related. So this is the first time he met his maternal uncle, and this is the first time he came to live with them. So that is why this entire family of the maternal uncle, his wife and their children, they are all, even though they are related by blood, even though they had blood relations, still they are strangers to Fatik, because he had never met them before, he had never lived with them before, right? So that is why the home that was supposed to be a paradise for this 14-year-old boy is not at all a paradise for this 14-year-old boy. Okay, and while the height of bliss is to receive the kind looks of women and never to be slighted by them, so the height of the bliss in that paradise, the home that is supposed to be a paradise for this 14-year-old boy Fatik Chakraborty, and the height of the bliss that should be there in that paradise definitely is the kind looks of women of that house. Mother figure, if they are not showering you with love and affection, and not taking care of you at that adolescent period, what will you feel? You will feel neglected. You will feel you are unwanted. You're not welcomed there. So that is what Fatik is feeling right now. Never to be slighted by them. So definitely this is the list of any behavior that is to be expected by a teenage boy, to be slighted by these elderly women of the house, not to get any love or affection or care, nothing of that sort of emotion or emotional guidance, care, security, nothing was there. So he was slighted. Slighted means he was always insulted. He was always disrespected. By whom? By this aunt, the wife of Mr. Bishambar. That is why it is being said the house is supposed to be the paradise for this teenager boy, for this 14-year-old Fatick Chakraborty. He was supposed to have kind looks of the women of the house. Instead of that, what he is getting, slighted by them. Okay. It was anguish to Fatick to be unwelcome guest in his aunt's house. So he is an unwelcomed guest. Remember the moment he entered his with his maternal uncle, the wife of this maternal uncle, the aunt of Fatick, she was not at all happy or pleased to see Fatick coming and living, came to live with them. She was not at all happy. Even she considered that decision of Mr. Bishambar to bring Fatick from village to this Calcutta to live with them as an unwise decision, right? So definitely he is always feeling like an unwelcome guest. Now, teenagers, they are at the peak of uh, expecting to be showered with love and affection, and instead of that he is feeling neglected, unwelcomed at his aunt's house, despised by this elderly woman and slighted on every occasion. So anything that Fatick does is being slighted. So that was the condition even with his mother also. When he was living in the village with his mother and brother, his mother never took his side. She always took the side of Makhan, remember? So that same condition he is facing here, only that the difference in this both condition is that time he was living with his mother, someone that is very familiar with him, right? A familiar condition was there, friends were there, his brother was there, even though they fought, but still he was living in an familiar situation. But here he is living with strangers, and then he is getting neglected, and they are making him feel like an unwelcomed guest. So this is what his condition is right now. So he was eager, excited to be in Calcutta. Now the life in Calcutta is really not the way he has thought it to be. If she ever asked him to do anything for her, he would be so overjoyed that he would overdo it. Definitely. Why would he overdo anything? Why would he feel that, okay, my aunt has asked me to do this job, I will do it? Why would he feel overjoyed to get a task from the aunt? Because he is expecting to be loved by the aunt. He is expecting to be showered with affection showered with affection from this aunt. So every time she would ask him to do a job, he would be overjoyed that if I do this correctly, my aunt will be pleased with me. So that desire is still there in the heart of this teenage boy, to be recognized, to be loved, to be showered with affection, to be cared. That those feelings, to be included in a group, to be seen, to be heard, to be understood, those feelings are still, those yearnings are still there in his heart. That is why whenever the aunt would ask him to do a job, he would be so overjoyed that instead of doing it in the correct manner, he would overdo it. And what will be the result of overdoing a task? And then she would tell him not to be so stupid. Definitely, when you are overdoing a task, you will be called stupid. This is what is going on with Fatick Chakraborty, the teenage boy. But to get on with his lesson, so his aunt would tell him, enough with your help, go and get on with your lessons. I don't need any more help from you. So this is how he is getting treated in his aunt's house. The cramped atmosphere of neglect, the cramped atmosphere. He's feeling like he's suffocating over there. He's feeling like he can't breathe anymore over there. That is why it is being mentioned as cramped atmosphere. Why? Because it is filled with neglect. Okay, so the cramped atmosphere of neglect in his aunt's house oppressed fatigue so much that he felt that he could hardly breathe. So he was feeling like he couldn't breathe anymore. He was feeling like he's living in a congested place. There is no love. Love is like oxygen, right? It helps you to breathe. It helps you to navigate through all troubles that you are facing in your life. So until or unless you are loved, even the little things will become a monstrous problem in your life, right? So this is what is happening. He is living in an atmosphere that is filled with neglect, and that is why he is feeling like he can't breathe anymore. It is a cramped atmosphere. Fatigue so acha. The next is he wanted to go out into an open country. Remember, he is a village lad. He is habituated, accustomed with open areas. He is not at all accustomed in accustomed with living in inside the house all throughout the day, right? Not only he is psychologically living in a cramped situation, physically also. If you look at the physical world around him, he is living in a urban area. Calcutta is definitely the urban area. It's not rural, so you won't get to see many open spaces over there. You won't get to see any meadow over there, right? So he wanted to go out into the open country and feel his lungs and breathe freely. So he can't even breathe. He is always inside the house. He can't go out. He does not have any friends. There is no open area for him. He cannot go for fishing or go out with his group of boys. Nothing of that sort is happening with him right now. So that is why he would feel that he can't breathe anymore. But there was no open country to go to. Definitely, that's what I had said, that there was no open country to go to. Even when he desired, he yearned to go out in a free space, but there was no free or open space there in the country. Surrounded on all sides by Calcutta houses and walls, we are talking about metropolitan city. Calcutta is a metropolitan city, right? You cannot expect to see a river flowing down beside your house, or there is a very open meadow along with your house, or in front of your house, or in the backyard. So that is why he is living in a congested area. So Calcutta, he's surrounded by Calcutta houses and walls. This will be he would dream night after night of his village home. This is where Tagore is describing longingness, okay, homesickness, and long to be back there. So he is suffering from homesickness right now. He wants to go back. He's recalling his memory of his village life, village home. He remembered the glorious meadow where he used to fly his kite all along the broad river banks, where he would wander about the livelong day. Livelong day means entire day, singing, shouting for joy. So he is now recollecting his memory of how he used to live his life in village. He would roam around all throughout the day, singing and shouting in joy. Nothing made him feel cramped over there, congested in his village, right? So he would go out, he would sit on the river banks, he would sing, he would shout for joy, he would wander means to walk aimlessly, okay? The narrow brook means short, very little river is referred to, small river is referred to as brook. So narrow brook where he could go and dive and swim at any time he likes. So this is the paragraph where he is this recollection of memories, this feeling of longingness is being described, okay? He thought of his band of boys. Now he misses his band of boys also, with whom he used to enjoy all his mischievous activities. He thought of his band of boys, band of boy companies over whom he was despot. He was the leader of them, and above all, the memory of that tyrant mother. So, tyrant mother of his. Now he not only misses his village life, not only he is feeling nostalgic for his village life, he is also recalling his memory of his mother, the mother who is being described as tyrant, but yet she was the mother who had such a prejudice against him. Now he is uh, at a stage of his life while living in Calcutta that he is even thinking about his mother, that same mother who is always prejudiced against him, who will always think that it is Fatigue's fault, whatever happened is Fatigue's fault, Fatigue is the culprit. She would always think that way, even when he knows that. Still, he is thinking about her, occupied him day and night. So that thought of his mother, the thought of his village life, his band of boys, his roaming around river bank, everything, he's now he's now missing everything. A kind of physical love like that of animals, a longing to be in the presence of the one who is loved. So basically, this instinct, this longingness to be around people who loves you, to be loved by people around you, that uh, is still there in the animals also. So now Fatigue is feeling that longingness to be in the presence of someone who loves him, an inexpressible wistfulness during absence. Wistfulness, sadness refers to. So when you like someone, you feel happy in the presence of that person. When the person is absent, you will feel this wistfulness, sadness during his absence or her absence. So that is what Fatigue is feeling right now. A silent cry of the inmost heart for the mother. So he is thinking about his mother, and his heart is filled with sadness as he is missing everything and everyone from his village life, like the lowing of a calf in the twilight. So the in the twilight, in time of returning home, if a calf is a baby cow, right? If a calf is deserted, uh, staying away from his family, from its family, he would that calf would look for joining that family. So that is the condition of fatigue psychology right now. So this love, which was almost an animal instinct, so this longingness, this desire to be loved is also there in the animals. Then he is a human being, agitated, the shy, nervous, lean, uncouth, ugly boy. So all this feeling, all this longingness, all this desire to go back home, everything is now making him feel agitated, irritated, annoyed. Okay, and what kind of a boy he is? He is shy by nature, nervous, lean. Lean means thin, uncouth, and ugly boy. So he is being described this way. These are the characteristics of him, and everything that is happening around him makes him agitated. No one could understand it, but it preyed upon his mind continually. So he cannot even express his what he is going through. He is unable to articulate his thought, but it is preying upon his mind. It is killing him from inside. It is hunting him from inside. So this is where the content is ending on page number 99. In my next video, I'll be back with the content that is available on page number 100. If you have liked the way I have explained my videos, do like my video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel for getting notifications whenever I upload a new video, and don't forget to share my video among your friends. Thank you for watching my video.